Man, welcome to the Dirty Folks podcast. This is your main man, Dirty Folks, and I appreciate y'all being here today, man. Real MVPs. Yo, so this came across my desk early today, and I had to talk about it. Um, I don't know how to file this under matriarchy is slavery, under niggas that kill for a bitch, under black woman is God. I don't know what to classify this as, but apparently there's a death row inmate that could have been freed, but he doesn't want to tarnish the image of black women and decided that he would rather be executed than to support Donald Trump. Matriarchy is slavery for real.
Men used to be men. Now you millennial motherfuckers running around worrying about what women think and how they feel and apologizing and shit. It's embarrassing.
Yo, so before we get to the main event, man, let's do a warm up. This is young Kamala. Young Kamala was hot. Shout out to young Kamala. She still look like she got Down syndrome or autism or some shit, but you know, that's most girls. So let's check it out.
Before you vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris, did you know? This is Jamal Truelove. Jamal was wrongfully convicted of unaliving a person and sentenced to 50 years in prison. Kamala Harris and the DA office that she was in control of at the time was in control of his case and the appeals. It took Jamal 5 years of appeals to get him back in court and another year to actually start his new trial. Once this new trial actually started, he was fully exonerated by a courtroom full of his peers and all charges were dropped. But Jamal sat down and did an interview speaking on the situation, and he spoke on how Kamala Harris literally laughed at his conviction hearing where they sentenced him to the 50 years. He said he looked back and he could see her in the back doing that crazy laugh that she always does.
Hello.
I want to talk to you.
But tragedy actually turned to triumph for Jamal. Because of the prosecutorial misconduct, Jamal was actually awarded $13.1 million in a settlement from San Francisco. Shout out to Jamal. It's your boy Brian. I'm out.
So it's no secret, you know, Kamala got a long history of not doing her job well. But if you've ever had to work with women, you know they don't do their job well. They're not good employees. They're not good mothers. They're not good lovers. They're not good friends. They're not really good people. But she went in there and she got her job off of favoritism, not nepotism. You know, she sucked her way to the top. You know, so you know, but because she got a job she wasn't qualified for, she did a horrible job. Such is life. Now, fresh off that that young man who did make it and get a couple of dollars out of it, man, we get to the case of Kevin Cooper. Kevin Cooper's a guy who was going through all type of malarkey, man. And based on a conviction with no evidence, all circumstantial, as forensic testing and DNA testing became available, he wanted to appeal his case. You know, thinking you're going to come to the crib, right? And it was like, nah, you straight. So this has been like one of those hot button issues for maybe 25 years. We're going to slow walk it today, man, because there's a lot to it. Before we get into it, man, let me take a quick break. I'll be right back. Speaking of that, reading is fundamental, man. So we about to do a lot of slow walking, a lot of reading today, man. Support the show, man, for articulation, for the No Child Left Behind, man.
Hey, baby. How much do you need?
Not much. Just enough for a new wig and a BBL.
Can dirty folks get some cash apps too, please kind sir?
All right, so California. The name of this article is "California Has Wasted Enough Time on Kevin Cooper." The thing that you need to pay attention to. The date is March 2004. This is not a current thing. This is not a election year. Every cycle we're going to come back at it. Well, maybe so. 2004 was an election cycle, but this isn't a presidential election cycle situation. Basically, what they're saying in this article is that Kevin Cooper should see that upper room. All right, it says movie stars and anti-death penalty advocates are desperately grabbing at straws in an effort to postpone the execution of condemned murderer Kevin Cooper, who faces execution in San Quentin on February 10th. So he was supposed to die on February 10th, 2005. February 10th, 2005. The fact that he's still around tells you something, right? But they were already talking about they wasting up too much time on Kevin in 2004. They was ready to get rid of him then, right? So, in addition to staging daily press events to encourage Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger to take action, lawyers representing Cooper have filed a petition with the California Supreme Court claiming new evidence warrants a decision to spare Cooper's life. He been trying to get every governor, man. Governor Reagan, Governor Schwarzenegger. Now he's trying to get Gavin Newsom. He's been petitioning this for almost 30 years. This is not a new hot button issue. But you know who's been there ever since the whole step of the way? Kamala. Kamala been there the whole step of the way, bro.
Hey y'all, Masters are coming. He's a coming, y'all. Masters are coming. Here we go.
Look, guys,
She has been there since his conviction in the 1980s. She's been right there. Anyway, so here's the background on the case. The condemning evidence is as follows. On June 2nd, 1983, Cooper, who then called himself David Troutman, escaped from minimum security prison in China. In China? China must be a area in California. Oh, let's say Chino. My bad. Smack myself. Chino, California. All right, in Chino. Cooper had been serving a sentence for 2 residential burglaries in L.A. 1 year earlier, he left Pennsylvania where he had been suspected of the assault and grape juice of a teenage girl who had interrupted him while he was burglarizing her home. Oh, he a house thief. All right. Undisputed evidence, including Cooper's fingerprints and his own statements, indicate that after his escape, he took refuge in an empty house next door to a Chino home of Doug Ryan, his wife Peggy, and their 2 young children, Jessica and Joshua. Cooper made phone calls from the empty house on June 3rd and 4th to 2 women. Both women refused his request to help or give him money. One of whom he called at 8 p.m. on June 4th received another call from Cooper 2 days later from Mexico. Now they go through the case. I'm not going to go step by step because of a lot of this. Well, I do want to go through these. The girlfriend of a former inmate friend of Cooper's thought that her boyfriend might have been involved in the murder. She turned in his buddy overalls to the local Yucapata Sheriff's Station, but they threw out the coveralls without testing them. This girlfriend Diane Rope, was dismissed by law enforcement as completely lacking credibility. She was professed which to have claimed that she had a vision during a trance that a murder had been committed after she had heard about the Ryan case. You know what? I believe that, bro. I believe this juice and berry chakra rock using chick had a dream and then all right, cool. Anyway, however, she had no substantial reason to believe her boyfriend was involved with Cooper the night of the murder. In fact, she told the sheriff investigators that she did not even know whom the coveralls belonged. She said she just knew from a vision that the coveralls were connected to the case. By the time San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department heard about her fantastic story, they had Cooper in custody with mountains of evidence. The second reason he wanted appeal. A clump of blonde hair was found in the hand of Jessica Ryan. It should be DNA tested. The hair found on little Jessica's hand did not was not a clump of hair desperately yanked out a head like Cooper's defense counsel implied. It was the hair or fibers of which both ends appeared to have been cut. It had no roots, bits of scalp attached, hence it cannot be DNA tested. Advances in DNA testing now allow for mitochondrial testing, but this will not identify a donor without a reference. So if the person that already been locked up, they would know who it is. I'm skipping through a lot. Three, Josh Ryan told the police that he thought three men committed the attack. He later changed his story. Long story short, there was 134 different stab marks in four different people with three different knives, and the police said it's because he's ambidextrous. But we'll get there. Four, a hatchet cover matching one of the murder weapons was not found in the initial investigation of the vacant house. Cigarette butts found in Ryan's car matching Cooper's DNA were not found in the first search of the car. Both of these items were found in subsequent searches, indicating they could have been planted. You know what? This was 1980s LA. The same police that found a bloody knife for OJ 2 days later. Maybe. Number five, a bloody T-shirt found at a nearby restaurant had both Cooper and Ryan's blood on it. It mysteriously disappeared from a police evidence locker in San Bernardino for 24 hours. Cooper's blood could have been planted on it during that time, so it should not have been admitted into evidence. He got a lot of reasons he appealed. How many reasons he got? 11. Reason number 6 that he wanted to get clemency. Some of the jurors who 19 years ago unanimously found Cooper guilty and sentenced him to death wrote to the governor expressing concerns about the impending execution. They indicated that if they had known what they know now, they would not have voted for death, which means they held back evidence at that time. Okay. 7. EDTA. I'm not going to try to. EDTA testing must be done to determine whether or not police lab analysis was tampered with blood evidence. And they say EDTA is a preservative that can be detected if a compound has been contaminated by an outside source. It's used to preserve blood samples, such as the one taken from Cooper many years ago. Cooper wants EDTA testing to be performed on a bloody T-shirt found near the murder scene to see if the lab technicians have tampered with it while it was in their custody. Well, that's fair. 8. A police officer involved in the original Cooper investigation changed his mind about Cooper's guilt after looking more closely at the evidence. Ninth reason he wanted clemency, an affidavit of the warden of the prison which Cooper escaped said the prison shoes issued to Cooper were not the only shoes that could have matched the bloody footprints found next to the murder scene. Yeah, circumstantial. 10. Two women at the local bar near the crime scene saw three white men in bloody coveralls the night of the murders. Oh, snap. And the number 11 reason lethal injection is cruel and unusual punishment. Man, if you're going to die, you're going to die. I ain't going to go there. So, like as y'all come in, man. Like as y'all come in. Y'all support the channel. I support the show. I might open up the panel. But if not, this going to be quick. But I found this very interesting. Now, I'm setting this up, man. This is a slow walk on everything that's happening with the murder case. Once again, that was in 2004. 2004, they were writing articles about this. This particular story right here
Having bad.
CBS News. CBS News has been tracking this case for 20 years. For 20 years. And this, let me see if I can put the date up here. Just so you guys can see, what I'm about to show you guys is a 48-hour investigation from 2 years ago. So there was no Kamala for president back then. This was just and it was not even an election year. 2022 was not an election year. This is just a man trying to be free. I'm going to slow walk this man as we go, but man convicted in 1985 killing of four people claim he was framed. Let's go.
Investigation over one of the most hotly debated death row cases in California could soon be resolved.
It's a case CBS News 48 hours.
Hold on. I'm listening through my mic. I sound low. Hold on, man. Hold on. I'm going to play this out while I adjust the audio.
An unusual investigation over one of the most hotly debated death row cases in California could soon be resolved.
It's a case CBS News 48 Hours has been reporting on for more than 2 decades.
Kevin Cooper, that's him right there, was convicted in 1985 for the murders of Peggy and Doug Ryan, their 10-year-old daughter Jessica, and their 11-year-old neighbor Christopher Hughes, and the attempted murder of their 8-year-old son Josh.
Cooper has always maintained his innocence. Last year, California Governor Gavin Newsom appointed an independent law firm to conduct an innocence investigation for his case.
48 Hours correspondent Erin Moriarty is here with us now. She's been following this story since 48 Hours first started covering it in the year 2000. My math shows me that.
Yo, sidebar, has nothing to do with this. She's been tracking this case for 20 years, bro. Do you think she was hot 20 years ago? You think she had a day? I don't think she had a day, but she was on TV in the early 2000s. You had to be cute to be on TV before 2008, before the Lizzo revolution and all the fat chicks took over. Think she had a day? She might have had a day. I don't want to interrupt her though, but she might have had a day.
My math shows me that'd be 2 decades ago.
Right, and it started because he started writing me letters, asking me to investigate the case. And when I heard that even the grandmother and mother of some of the victims wondered if he was guilty, you know, it was worth looking at.
So why was he convicted?
Well, back in 1983, when this all happened, he was a 25-year-old convicted burglar. He had just escaped from a Chino Hills prison just days before, and he was hiding out just down the road from the Ryan house. And investigators thought that's just too much of a coincidence. But on the other hand, there wasn't a lot of physical evidence. It was mostly a circumstantial case. There was one drop of blood that investigators said was consistent with his blood type. There was a bloody shoe print that seemed to match prison-issued shoes. I mean, it was mostly circumstantial.
Wow. And you know, if you're on the run, as you said, he escaped, why would you want to create a ruckus like a quadruple homicide?
Very good point, because, in fact,
I want to bring something back real quick. Hopefully the mic louder now, man. I don't know what's going on with my system mic, bro. It's in the system. It's not even a mic, bro. But I'm going to bring this back a little bit on the evidence that they found. So,
if you're on the run, as you said, he escaped, why would you want to create a ruckus like a quadruple homicide?
Very
wait a minute.
prison-issued was consistent with...
Let's go right here, right? This is a dull hatchet. The time it would take to use a dull hatchet to chop up 4 people with a dull hatchet has to be incredible. 134 times, 134 stabs over the course of 4 people. That they said he used a hatchet in one hand and a knife in the other. Somebody gonna run, bro. I mean, they are white people. White people don't run. White people, they look for the danger. They be like, oh my God, somebody's dying. Let's run and get killed too. I understand that, but still, I don't know about this one. The dull hatchet and 134 strikes from a hatchet. That's a lot.
With his blood type, there was a bloody shoe print that seemed to match prison-issued shoes.
A bloody shoe print that matched prison-issued shoes. Like, whether or not he did it, I'm not here to judge it. That's not what this show is about. But I do want to give you the background of why people have been spending the last 25 years trying to get him out of jail. Kim Kardashian is trying to get him out of jail. He's one of those guys, right? A prison shoe is a payless shoe. So when you think about when I was young, they used to call them white girls, like canvas shoes with the rubber bottoms. My mom used to call them white girls because white girls used to cheerlead in them, but they had them for boys. For boys, they call them boat shoes. So boat shoes for boys, white girls for girls, whatever. Exactly, Snowman. He wore the Bob Barkers, bro. The Bob Barker cloth shoes with no grip at the bottom. Like it don't have a Nike print. It don't have nothing at the bottom. It's just a shoe. Like there's no Just Do It. There's no Adidas logo. It's just a shoe. The Bob Barker joint. Anybody could buy them Bob Barker joints, bro. Like, rest in peace. But my nigga Conto wore boat shoes every day unless the wintertime. All through the summer, he had like different color boat shoes to go with his hat and his polo shirt. That was his thing. Like boat shoes, I got a couple pair of boat shoes. Boat shoes are very common, especially in the 1980s and I don't want to say 1990s. White boys wore them in the 1990s. Black guys kind of got into basketball shoes by then. But in the 1980s, when people wore Wranglers and Lees and Sergio Bertini jeans and Calvin Kleins, people wore boat shoes. Yeah, them Mr. Rogers joints. Goddamn right, man. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day is a neighbor. Yeah, the Mr. Rogers joints. Anyway, so they're saying that because of those shoes, everybody wore them shoes, man, in like the 80s, bro. 83? Michael Jordan didn't get a pair of shoes to 85. The only name brand shoes back then was Chuck Taylor All-Stars and Converse Weapons that Magic and Bird was wearing. So Converse was the only name brand shoe back there. Everybody else had on boat shoes, bro. The Mr. Rogers joints. Anyway.
Shoes. I mean, it was mostly circumstantial.
Wow. And if you're on the run, as you said, he escaped, why would you want to create a ruckus like a quadruple homicide?
Very good point. Because, in fact, investigators, their theory was that he was the sole killer, number one, and that he needed to steal the family's car and money to get away. The problem is the family's station wagon was sitting in the driveway with the keys in it. There was money on the counter, and it wasn't taken. And this whole idea of the sole killer, there was evidence that pointed to a lot more killers. For one thing, there were 3 weapons. The coroner testified that 3 weapons were used. The victims received, in just a matter of minutes, 143 stab wounds. So it was very difficult to believe that one person could do that. I remember
I apologize. I said 134. I had it backwards. It was 143. That's crazy, bro. That is crazy work.
Hell no. To the no.
Do you think you could stab 4 people 143 times with a hatchet? You're talking about 3 different weapons, so it's 2 other knives. So he dropped the knife to pick up a knife. That's not how knife play work. I be around Mexicans sometimes, bro. Like Mexicans got a switchblade. They little box cutter that flip out. They don't switch box cutters when they're trying to cut you up. Yeah. Yeah, bro. The fingerprints. They found the fingerprints on the hatchet allegedly, and they found fingerprints. Um, that was it. And they found like a bloody T-shirt or something. You know, L.A. back then was real crooked, bro. The Rodney King, O.J. Simpson, California days. That was real. It was real suspect. But yeah, 143 times. I got it wrong. 143 times in a matter of minutes. All right.
143 stab wounds. So it was very difficult to believe that one person could do that. I remember interviewing the original prosecutor, and I said, so how did this man use 3 different weapons? He goes, well, he's ambidextrous. I mean, there were a lot of real questions.
And to that point, with the questions and some of the inconsistencies, what do investigators think happened?
Well, investigators originally thought that he went in and did the whole thing all by himself.
Because he's ambidextrous.
Well, and maybe not the investigators per se, because they're the ones obviously that prosecuted him, he was convicted. But the people who are looking at this case now, you know, what is the...
Real quick, don't y'all miss back in the days, bro, when your newscasters had to be pretty? When you had to watch TV and want to see the people on TV and you wanted to be them or be with them? Anyway.
Well, there's another suspect's name who's come up, and that is because his former girlfriend actually brought in bloody coveralls back before the trial. She brought them into investigators. They were covered with blood. They were never tested. They were destroyed before the trial because investigators went and talked to that boyfriend, who happens to be a convicted killer, and he seemed to have a alibi. And so that's been a big mystery hanging over. Like, was that really blood from the scene, or was it animal blood? Nobody will ever know because it wasn't tested.
Jeez. You are not working on an hour for 48 hours on this case. You're instead writing an article, which is different for you.
Right, because there is this big investigation going on. I'm sure we'll do another story on it, but I was able to interview witnesses back for the past 20 years. And many of them are dead, the most crucial witnesses. And so these new investigators are doing this complete investigation, and they can't talk to them. And so we were hoping that by doing this extensive article and linking the most recent show that we did, that's another resource for these investigators. We're journalists. We want a light shed on this case, whichever way it happens. Kevin Cooper now is 64 years of age. He was 25 when this happened. He's 64. He's on death row. And this will mean everything. The governor, depending on what this report says, the governor could grant him clemency, could commute a sentence, or just leave him on death row.
If I could really quickly, what was this like for you, covering a story with someone's life on the line for so long?
Well, it's been very difficult. He came within 3 hours of being executed. And that's hard. You get to know someone, you know people on both sides of this story. And you want...
You know what? It just occurred to me that this woman right here probably saved that man's life. The fact that the news came to do an investigation 3 hours before his due date for clemency, right? Even though you get clemency all the way up until the time of they hit the chair or however they do it in California, the needle, whatever. 3 hours before they reopened the case, or they put a moratorium on the case. They paused the case because CBS News, because of this probably in her day attractive white woman in her day. That day, 2022, 2 years ago wasn't her day. I'm not going. Her day wasn't that day, but in her day, she came up there, pretty blonde girl, and said, "Hold on, let me look into this." And it was like, he ain't going nowhere. Go ahead, knock yourself out, right? Shout out to this mighty fine white woman.
Want to resolve it for the victim. You do.
Yeah. I imagine you also want to resolve it for yourself. You've been invested in this. I mean, you know it deeply. You may know it as well as these people reinvestigating it on behalf of Governor Newsom. And you've seen a lot of stories like this. if you feel comfortable, do you have a feeling as you write this all out about what direction it should go?
Well, I have to say that Kevin Cooper is one of the brightest men I've ever met. He was the one who first came to me saying, I want DNA done. And I kept telling him at the beginning, be very careful. If the DNA points to you, you're done. And he would say, no, it won't. There were some tests that did, but then he and the defense said that evidence had been planted. So I want it resolved.
Yeah.
I want it resolved.
So, salute to her, man. Salute to her, man. For doing the work. For doing the work. You know. Sports show, we'll have a panel.
Dirty Folks needs your support. Please donate to the Daycare Fund.
Do you have some change?
What we're about to get into is all of this might be for naught. All this might be for naught. Kevin Cooper, the allegedly, possibly, potentially falsely accused inmate on death row, has had a crisis of conviction. He has had a crisis of conviction. And he has had it for the most black of reasons, actually. The most black of reasons. He decided that Kamala Harris is black. I don't know how that happened, but he's decided Kamala Harris is black.
Hell no, to the no, no, no.
And he would rather die than go against the Queen Mother Goddess. I just cannot.
Hey y'all, Masters are coming. He's a coming, y'all. Masters are coming. Here we go.
Look, guys,
So, as of a few days ago, Kevin Cooper wrote a letter to Kamala Harris on his wrongful conviction. In his letter, he said, I want to skip a lot of this. No, I won't. This is letter. All right, I'm gonna read his letter. Hold on, I gotta read his letter voice. Hold on.
In a country where the criminal justice system, for the most part, is anything but just, I speak to you from experience of 40 plus years of being denied constitutional rights that I, as an American citizen, am told on paper that I'm entitled to receive, but was denied. This includes being denied DNA testing from former California Attorney General Kamala Harris to bring the victim of a sham innocence investigation ordered by the current California Governor Gavin Newsom and many of his associates. At this point in time, my legal team and I are more concerned with what Newsom is doing to me than what Harris once didn't do for me.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, man. Wait. Do you know how many mental deflections you have to do to blame a white man for what black women don't do? Do you know how many? 90% of the things you blame on white supremacy is really black women. Do you know how to say I blame the governor because he can give me clemency, right? I blame the governor who's investigating my case, but I'm saying he's not doing a good enough job. He's the governor. He's not a prosecutor. He's not a state's attorney. He's not a district attorney. He's not a judge. He's an elected official. He is the governor. Gavin Newsom is a governor. I don't want to blame the state's attorney that laughed when I got convicted. I don't want to blame the state's attorney that withheld evidence on my case. I don't want to blame the state's attorney that vacated all of my appeals. I don't want to blame the state's attorney that put me on death row. That if I didn't write letters to the news, I would have died. I don't want to blame Kamala Harris. I want to blame the white man, the governor. That's crazy.
Hey y'all, Masters are coming. He's a coming, y'all. Masters are coming. Here we come.
Look, guys, to ask.
I came with y'all niggas. Y'all really don't understand how you gotta choose, bro. You could be black or a man, but you can't be both, bro. You cannot. You can't. You're gonna have to give up one of them, bro. You can be black, or you could be a man, but you can't be both, bro. Now he is black because he's literally a felon, so it's too late for him. He came in the game being black, but you have a choice, bro. You can make a decision. You don't have to. You can be a man. You can use a rational thought process. You don't have to do the mental gymnastics not to blame a bitch. It's like talking to my dad. God damn. Anyway. My bad, wrong voice.
I find myself having to make a statement against what certain Republicans are trying to do. They're trying to hurt Vice President Kamala Harris's chances to become the first woman of color, president of the divided states of America. I cannot allow the Republicans to misuse my case against her. So therefore, I, Kevin Cooper, am forgiving Kamala Harris for once denying me DNA testing. If I can find it within my heart to forgive her, as I am still sentenced to death for the murder that I did not commit, then how can the Republicans who do not care about me hold or use what she didn't do as Attorney General against her now?
Wait a motherfucking minute. Wait one goddamn minute, man. Hold on. Goddamn, wait one motherfucking second, man. What the fuck did I just read? What the fuck did I just read? Bro, he just said that he doesn't want the Republicans who don't care about him to use his case against Kamala. Kamala don't care about you, nigga. Kamala denied you. Kamala did this shit to you. You talking about the Republicans don't care about. Kamala don't care about. Mother. Oh my. God damn it.
Well, because the white man is the slave master. The rest of the people are the slaves. Why would I submit to a slave? I don't submit to no slave. I submit to my slave master, which is the white man.
Bro, how? How did we get here? How? Imagine your girl has a dream that you were cheating. And you wake up with hot water or boiling grits or whatever on your body. And because you're a man, you go to jail even though she attacked you. And then you blame the police officer for arresting you and not your girl for throwing the hot grits on you. Do you understand the mental gymnastics that you have to go through not to blame a bitch? Not blaming women made my dad autistic, nigga. Like, for you to see shit in living color and it's plain as day and you be like, yo, anybody but the bitch. Black woman is God. She ain't even black. Hindu woman is God. I cannot. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. Talking about the Republicans don't care about you, but you forgive the person that got you in this. I cannot.
In all honesty, I did not come to this conclusion easily. I came to it after listening and believing what a few very important Californians in my life had to say on this subject. These Californians, by the way.
You know what? This deserves a drum roll. Do I got a drum roll? That ain't no drum roll. I had a drum roll in here somewhere. Hey, I ain't even know that, but I'm gonna use this one more of it. I didn't even know I had Kamala's laugh in this bitch, bro. I ain't know I had Kamala laugh. That's crazy. This is gonna be my Kamala laugh button. Anyway, I ain't got no drum roll. I thought I had a drum roll. I ain't got no drum roll. But I cannot, bro. I didn't read this.
In all honesty, I did not come to this conclusion easily. I came to it after listening to and believing what a few very important Californians in my life had to say on this subject. These Californians, by the way, happen to be a diverse group of women.
Hey y'all, Masters are coming. He's a coming, y'all. Masters are coming. Here we come.
Look, guys,
Yo, I did not read this, bro. This nigga believe in chakra rocks and shit. Hold on, man. Wait it.
My spiritual friend Zanetta, who was proudly Christian.
Hold on, bro. Wait a minute. Hey, man. Hello, man. Support the show for this bullshit, man. I'm about to hurt my heart, man. Listening to this bullshit, man.
Hey, baby. How much do you need?
Not much. Just enough for a new wig and a BBL.
I cannot.
Can dirty folks get some cash apps too, please, kind sir?
This nigga, oh my God. This nigga's spiritual advisors are black women who like to pen pal with felons on death row. That is his, what? Nigga. This is painful, man. Support the show, man. This is painful. I'm gonna have to open up the panel. This is painful, man. Oh my God.
My spiritual friend Zanetta, who was proudly Christian, explained to me about the power of real forgiveness and how it is a constructive thing, while hatred and dwelling on negative things in the past can lead to destructive things.
Yo, I need that right now, nigga. I need Yoda. Yoda be like, what is it? Fear becomes hate. Hate becomes the dark side. Yeah, like, what the fuck is he talking about? This motherfucker fell for some Jedi mind trick shit, bro. I cannot, bro. This nigga fell for some. He listened to girls with clothes on, bro. I know he ain't seen her naked. He been in jail for damn near 40 years. He ain't seen no parts of the pussy. He listened to clothed bitches in some type of Christian outreach fucking talk to a felon program. The fuck? Bro. I hate you colored so much, bro. I swear to God. Anyway, this is painful, man. It's painful.
Then there's my conscience. Gavrilla?
I'm gonna call her Gavi, because I can't pronounce her name, but it's another goofy bitch. Both of these bitches probably fat, by the way. I almost bet it. But so one of his girls is his spirit, and the other girl is his Gavi is his conscience. I can't Gavrilla, like Gorilla, Gavrilla. That's a crazy name, Gavrilla. I'm gonna call her Gavi. I ain't gonna be able to keep saying Gavrilla.
Then there's my conscience, Gavi, who expressed her fears on what we all have to lose if Trump becomes president again. his ongoing commitment to the racist and classist death penalty, the criminalization of poor people, specifically people of color, and filling up the courts with conservative judges are just a few of the real fears.
Hold on, wait the motherfucking minute. Okay, here's the thing, right? It's the conservatives that want to get rid of the death penalty. Conservative judges want to get rid of the death penalty. Death penalty outside of Texas, because, don't mess with Texas. But the death penalty is, generally speaking, a liberal city thing. Bro. Talking about this about to go viral. I can't tell. Y'all don't never share my shit, man. Y'all don't love me, bro. Anyway, but so his conscious Gabby told him that we all lose if Trump becomes president. What would matter to you if you did, nigga? The Democrats locked you up. The Democrats convicted you. The Democrats took away your appeals. Now the Republican governors, right? There were Republican governors that didn't give you clemency because California is a Republican state. But where you were doing crime at, sir, were Democratic cities. Chino, L.A., San Bernardino. And San Bernardino in general is a conservative space, but it's a lot of blacks and a lot of Mexicans in San Bernardino. I stayed in San Bernardino in the late 90s. A lot of blacks, a lot of Mexicans, not that many white people. So that they have a very liberal way of seeing things out there. But you mad at because some fat bitch who's supposed to be your conscience told you Donald Trump is bad for her. So now you willing to give up your life in order for this fat bitch to get free cheese? You was a motherfucking fool, dog.
Hell no. To the no.
Man, I hope y'all ready to be man. Tribe up, bro. I hope y'all ready to try. I need to do a tribe up drop. So y'all ain't understand it, bro. And I don't talk about it that much, so it's my fault. But y'all not understanding how much y'all need this rebrand, bro. This some bullshit. But anyway, back to what was that?
The earth will be in even more danger than it is already because it appears that many Republicans are more concerned with making money from the earth than saving the earth from human greed and destruction.
Sidebar, ain't no nigga that gets state pay can tell me about wealth, nigga. Ain't no nigga that spent the last 40 years getting state pay, eating ramen noodles, making dips, gonna tell me about the greed of it. No nigga who got locked up for taking other people's shit. You was locked up on 2 home invasions, so ain't no telling how many you did. Then you fled Pennsylvania because you got caught in the middle for home invasion out there, so ain't no telling how many you did out there. You're a motherfucking thief, sir. You are living off of other people's earnings, and now you're saying you hate Republicans for living off of other people's earnings? Sir, you are not a moral authority. No wonder you need fat bitches to be your conscience. You are a not... Oh my... I'm mad I did this show. Now, this motherfucker done pissed me off. Let me finish this last little paragraph. I might open up the panel, man, because I think I'm tripping. I might open it up just because I think I'm tripping, and I might need some motherfuckers to tell me I'm not tripping. Let me finish it up.
I was once wronged by then Attorney General Kamala Harris, yet I am forgiving her. If I can do so, how dare a political party who doesn't give a damn about poor people, especially black and brown people.
Sidebar, quit saying that fucking black and brown shit. First of all, don't be black. But if you're gonna be black, fuck the Browns. If you're gonna be black, fuck the Browns. Tribe the fuck up. Quit being a fucking coward trying to hide behind the Browns. The Browns don't like your punk ass either. Shit, the blacks don't like your punk ass. The blacks from Africa, the African blacks, them purple niggas, they don't like your punk ass either. Nigga, you don't like you. That's why you listen to bitches with clothes on. Quit saying black and brown, nigga. There is no fucking coalition. It's a bunch of Latin kings shooting at GDs. It's a bunch of 2-1s shooting at Crips and Bloods. There is no fucking coalition. There is no Mexican that take up for blacks. Stop that shit. I hate you niggas. That's that communist socialist shit that women like to do. Nah, he wrote this shit. He wrote this shit. Hold on, I gotta go back to his voice I done gave him.
I was once wronged by then Attorney General Kamala Harris, yet I am forgiving her. If I can do so, how dare a political party who doesn't give a damn about poor people, especially black and brown people, try to help themselves by using me to hurt her. If a Republican had been the Attorney General at the time I requested DNA testing, they would have done the same thing to me, or worse.
Bro, now he's suppositioning that if the Attorney General was a Republican, they would have done him worse than Kamala did him by laughing at his pain, drinking his tears, and denying his appeals. The mental gymnastics to save a hope, bro. Oh my.
If a Republican had been the Attorney General at the time I requested DNA testing, they would have done the same things to me, or worse. In fact, they already did, which is why I'm in the current position I am, in solidarity and struggle while still sentenced to death. Kevin Cooper.
Gentlemen, I didn't read that letter. I didn't read that letter. I was sent the letter, and then I was looking for little videos to accompany it, to make it a show, but I didn't read the actual letter. It was just like, yo, bro. Just because the homie Snow in here, man, I'm gonna drop the link. Man, if anytime, oh my God, if y'all don't, oh my God, please choke a bitch today. For me, bro, I'll fire somebody today, bro. For me, bro.
Daddy, you spanked Mama.
You're darn tootin' I did.
That means you love her.
That's what I've been trying to tell her.
And if she don't smile after you spank her, bro, go to the DEFCON 2 on her, bro. Man, let me find this link, man. I'm gonna drop the link, man. I'll be right back. I gotta find the link.
And this is Matthew, according to our man, Miami Man, Matthew 6:24-33. No woman can serve two masters. For either she will hate the one and love the other, or she will devote to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon, which is money, possessions, fame, status, or whatever is valued more than the Lord. But if she has a boss that she prioritizes over you as a man and she calls you insecure for it, thus you will find that she cannot serve two masters. She will also, this is the problem with the career-oriented woman, that they never see coming. They will say, well, honey, we had plans this weekend, but my boss wants me to go to this seminar. My boss wants me to go on vacation, take the family here. My boss wants me to do this. My boss wants me to come into work. Now, the problem is she calls her boss, her employer boss, the boss, meaning that person presides over the husband. And that's not going to work long term. It can work for a short period of time, but she cannot serve two masters. And many times she'll use the boss as an excuse. Well, I can't say no to my boss, but you can say no to your husband. Well, you ain't my boss. Well, who am I? You're my partner. See, this is it. Once you unpack it, you want to unpack it before you get into the relationship, because unpacking it in the relationship is not going to work. It's not going to work, guys. You're going to end up with the short end of the stick.
Man, I'm opening up the panel for a little while, man, because I need to know how y'all really feel about this situation, man. I'm really confused. Like, am I tripping? Did he just decide he would rather throw away his life than go against Queen Mother Hindu goddess, bro? Am I tripping? A- it- because two fat bitches who like to deal with convicts told him that Trump bad. He was in jail 8 years ago when Trump got in 2016, right? He was in jail in 2020 when they had the insurrection, right? Well, they had the field trip. That was not an insurrection. That was a field trip right there. I ain't gonna front. A bunch of people coming through seeing the sights. At what point did his life change when Donald Trump was president originally? He probably got more commissary now that I think about it. Some of that stimulus money probably, trickled down to his commissary. He probably got more commissary because of that. At what point did it matter to him? Faceback say marriage state enforced culture. Here's the problem with that. He's not married, bro. He's just a nigga in jail. He been in jail since 1983. He been in jail for 41 years. 41 years. He ain't married to nothing. If he married to a nigga in jail. He ain't married to nothing. He just a dude that getting letters from some fat chicks who told him to forgive Kamala, who tried to kill you, and then somehow blame it on white people, and then say that the governor who didn't give you clemency is a bigger enemy than the person who convicted you and withheld evidence that would have freed you. Man, I'm gonna give y'all a couple more. I'm gonna give y'all 2 more minutes when somebody want to pull up, because that's really, man. That was my whole. When I saw that and I said to myself, I said, self, how is it that she gets forgiveness and then he blames everything that she did do, literally, on what could have hypothetically happened if Republicans were in the same place? Hypothetically. Well, you know what she did to me, the Republicans would have did worse. Worse than what? You're in death row, sir. You're in fucking death row. They're about to put a needle in you. What worse could Republicans do than death? Death. You're in death row. They would have did me way worse than death. They gonna resurrect you like an anime, like a manga, and then death you twice? Like, Clay, you don't miss the whole show, bro. You don't miss the whole show. Dude on death row wants to forgive Kamala. Kamala about to kill him. And he giving forgiveness to Kamala because Trump is worse. Anyway. Let me say something, man. I don't think y'all love me. I don't feel no appreciation. Nah, y'all ain't supporting the show, man. Y'all ain't pulling up. Nobody got them contributing no taco funds. Y'all don't love me. Anyway. So ain't nobody gonna pull up, man. Y'all can catch it on a replay, man, but before I make sure. I don't want to blame nobody else. Just make sure. I don't want to deal with this. I guess we just gonna do. This is angry folks now. What's poppin', man?
Told you, man. Another example of Jason Box overpowered.
I don't know if that's this example. I'm not saying what you're saying isn't true. I'm just saying I don't know if this is the best example of that.
Why isn't it, dude? He's listening to some vagina over his common intellect. He's allowed himself to be brainwashed by pussy.
He ain't getting the pussy though.
Doesn't matter. He still allowed himself to be brainwashed by pussy. That makes it worse. Think about that for a second. Dude,
that 1-900 number, ain't he? You got that calling me now thing going on, that Miss Cleo thing.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I said he got that Miss Cleo calling me now spiritual advisory thing going on.
That's what it sounds like.
Bro, am I tripping though, Snow? Did I read it wrong? Like, did I get the wrong interpretation?
You interpreted it the same way I did, dude. This dude blaming some white dude for some shit some black woman did to him. The fuck read it other than that. Come on now. Is black pussy really that good?
Ain't that good. It ain't that good. That's the damn show ain't that good. Nigga. I mean,
I'm just saying that good that just the thought of possibly getting pussy is worth fucking.
It's you know, blow your budget on the weekend you can't afford good. Maybe, you know, it's not die good, homeless good. Nah, it ain't that good.
Just wild to me, man.
Hey, real quick, man. Shout out to Face Facts for $5 super chat. It say the Indian goddess Kali explains Kamala, the election, and everything associated with the community. I'm not even gonna really disagree with that, man. The community, man. Gratitude, sir, for the super chat. Appreciate
you. Chuck E. Cheese token. I'm dropping all that shit. Don't give a fuck.
Happy, happy, joy, joy, 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 joy.
Yeah, man.
Dirty.
What's poppin'?
Did the guy get off death row then?
No, he's still on death row. He's still gonna die.
He's still gonna die too?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, this is a wild ass question. Mr. O say, as a COVID unvaccinated man, do you have any qualms sleeping with a woman who has the vax? Why not? Nah, bro. I smash a disease chick, bro. Like I've been smashing the disease chick for a minute, bro.
I won't smash disease chicks.
Look, COVID, generally speaking, I'm put it back up while I explain shit. COVID is basically the super flu. There's no cure for the regular flu, so I knew there wasn't no cure for super flu. But if a girl took a flu shot, even if it's super flu shot, that's her. That ain't me. It's not contagious. Like your vaccination ain't contagious to me. And if you had the flu, that would be contagious, but you ain't supposed to get the flu because you got shot up, right? So it is my job to help you get the stroke that you're trying to get for taking that stupid ass shot. So I'm gonna stretch you out and hope you die.
To me, look, I would follow your logic on this if, and only if, the COVID vax was the same kind of vax as some of these other vaccines we've gotten, but it's not. It's structurally completely different than anything we've seen before it. So no, I would, dude. Even if me and my wife were to get divorced, I would not sleep with a woman that had the vaccine. Absolutely not. To me, that'd be like asking for an STD.
Well, if you fuck with black girls, it's 50-50. She got herpes anyway, my nigga. So, flipping the coin anyway.
I guess black girls are out of the question.
Hey, motivational was you can keep that, bro. You roll with that one, bro. That's what it is. Black girl coochie is blow your budget on the weekend. You can't afford it, coochie, bro. You should have been doing something else, but you was fucking with her. Decent, lose a day of pay at work, maybe, if it's new pussy. Not even if it's old. If you hit it 3 times already, it ain't even worth that.
That ain't even a weekend in Vegas, pussy.
Nah, maybe like 2 days in Wisconsin, Dale's pussy.
Awesome. What you gonna do with the balloon?
Yes.
Go play catch. Go wake Bubby up and tell him he needs to play catch with you.
So say, man, shout out for the $5 super chat. He say, bro, you not concerned about the spike protein shedding, etc. Any side effects from smashing these vax bras? No. Look, bro, I know I'm sleeping with the enemy. I know that every time I'm with a girl, she's trying to kill me. She's trying to kill me either financially, physically, sexually, emotionally. She's trying to kill me. Like,
So
I
what,
know
you're
this.
on with it? Make it easier on her?
No. I'm an American, bro. I am American, bro. My job is to fight all terrorism, both foreign and domestic, bro. I'm fighting domestic terrorism, bro. I should really get some type of pin or a plaque or something like a merit badge or something, bro. I'm fighting domestic terrorism, bro. I don't really care about these hoes like that. But shout out, man. Shout out for the $5 super chat, man. Gratitude to you, Mr. O.
I will use my fist. I will smack your lip. I will bust your shit. Don't test me, bitch. Don't test me, bitch. Don't test me, bitch.
Yeah, man. Here's my thing. Like, cool. Well, no. I kind of assume that most black girls got the vax anyway. Because black girls are dumb. And as long as you got a logo, you can tell them whatever you want to tell them.
Yeah, I don't know about black girls like that.
I know about dumb people. Think
I know
about
about
Karen. Think about Karen, and there's no all black girls are Karen.
Just more violent.
Yeah, no, well, Karen's a fight promoter too. Sometimes Keisha starts the fight on her own, but Karen will always hop that phone and promote a fight.
Yeah, Karen's a fight promoter, but Keisha is actually a fighter.
But no, it depends on how she's feeling that day. She could be both at the same time, honestly. Depending if she thinks she can win the fight.
I won't argue that.
Just to give an example of what I'm talking about, I don't know if this is gonna work.
Sorry, man. I'm doing my wifely duties and making dinner and shit right now.
Doing your wifely duties is hilarious. And ain't no wrong with being a house husband. I was a house husband for almost a month one time. It was cool. You know how you get laid off from your job and you trying to fight for your unemployment and your COBRA.
Yep.
I was a house husband for almost a month before. It was alright.
Yeah, I've been a house husband for about 6 years.
You living la vida loca, bro.
Yeah, I can't complain. She even buys all my recreational for me and shit.
I want to show you an example of the fight promotion that you're talking about, because you know they are. As a matter of fact, I will argue that black and white women together are the most legendary fight promotion team ever. Better than you know Mayweather and Cesar Chavez, bro. Not Chavez. Well, you know what I'm talking about. You know, somebody sent me earlier about they were trying to show me a fight promotion, and I know this is staged, right? And I know the reason they showed it to me was a wholly totally different reason than what I got from it. But let me see. That's one thing about running OBS with StreamYard. It runs so slow. But all right, so this is what you're talking about. This is Karen level fight promotion with Keisha level violence at the same time. This is when I say they could do it both at the same time. Snow.
Bro, she look like she got bed bugs, bro. That's probably why she getting a new sheet anyway.
You talking about me?
No, I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone.
Well, the other girl is next to you.
No, I'm saying I'm just on the phone. Like, you good, you good. I ain't gonna lie, bro. She tripping, and her breath stink, bro.
I'm gonna go get my man. Hold on.
What are you getting your man for? Yo. I'm on the phone. Like, y'all are tripping. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all are tripping. Like, this girl next to me, bro, she look like she got bed bugs, bro. That's probably why she getting a new sheet anyways.
You talking about me?
No, I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone.
Well, the other girl is next to you.
No, I'm saying I'm just on the phone. Like, you good, you good. I ain't gonna lie, bro. She tripping, and her breath stink, bro.
I'm gonna go get my man. Hold on.
What are you getting your man for? Yo. I'm on the phone. Like, y'all are tripping. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all are tripping. Like, this girl next to me, bro, she look like she got bed.
That's how you violent and passive aggressive at the same time. That there you go. There you go. Fight, promote, and be part of the fight at the same time. That's what I'm talking about.
Fair enough.
Hey, that's hilarious, man. This old say he's scared of Vax box because he don't want to die. Wear a condom, bro. Be scared of all box, bro, because you don't want to die. Be scared of all box.
For real.
Wear a condom, bro.
That's a fact. Be scared of all box.
Bro. But yeah, there you go. So as far as Vax goes, bro, look, you like how would you know though? Like, what you gonna ask her if she got Vax for? Like, how did you know what? I don't know.
Hell yeah, I will. If me and my wife were to get divorced tomorrow, and I was to start dating bitches, that'd be one of the first things I asked them. You got the Vax?
I mean, you might get retarded kids, but well, you can't say that word. You might get autistic children, but you're not. Yeah. I don't know, man. What do
I don't want retarded kids.
I mean, of course you don't. But I'm just saying, like, I don't see how it affects. You know what? I'm going to do some research on it. I'm find out if it works like a VD. I'm gonna do some research on it.
Hey, I do want to say shout out to Chicago though for having the mobile, what was it? The mobile abortion and vasectomy vans out. You know, that way you could get a free abortion or vasectomy right during the DNC. That's pretty dope.
You know what's so crazy about that? Because I heard they had them in China. I didn't see them when I was at the DNC. But here's the crazy thing, bro.
nobody was there to get a free abortion.
No, everybody was there to protest Palestine.
Yeah, and that's not the
That was
targeted
crazy.
demographic for abortions. People that Palestinian protesters are not the targeted demographic for the chop shop.
If I would have known they were giving away free vasectomies, I would have waited and raised money to go to the DNC. That way I could get a vasectomy for free.
I'm not getting no snip.
I ain't got no problem with it, dude. I got enough children's running around.
Yeah, you can get snip. I'm trying to get free housing.
I got 7 that I know of, dude. That I know of. That's not counting the ones, the possibilities that are out there. Those are endless.
I don't know how this became a vax talk, but you know what? Here's the thing, bro. I'm assuming, and this is just an assumption. I'm assuming that most vaccines expire. That's why you have to keep getting a booster shot, right? That's why you got to go every 5 years to get a flu shot. Like, I assume that most vaccines expire. So you just got to wait it out. Wait 2 more years. You know, every time you go out with her, make her drink water so she dilute herself, you know, so she can pee it out or whatever the case may be.
I don't know if that AIDS spike protein that they put in it ever dies.
You think they put an AIDS protein in there?
Absolutely, I do.
Hey, if they did that, bro, that's crazy. I ain't gonna say. Look, I'm trying to keep this stream up, so I ain't gonna say it, but
Yeah, don't say it. I already said enough.
But yeah,
You're welcome, sissy.
yeah. I wouldn't recommend if they got that spike in there, bro. Yeah, did that one. No pun intended. Yeah, no.
You're welcome, baby.
So now you gotta ask if they got a Johnson and Johnson or if they got or if they got the other one, I forgot who else had it. It was like 3 of them popping around though. You gotta ask which one they got. That's crazy. That's too much work.
Doesn't that look yummy?
Okay, what is it?
That is a pasta casserole, dude. It's got bow tie noodles in it with about 2 pounds of hamburger, a pound of onions, pound of mushrooms, fresh tomatoes and cherry tomatoes out of the garden. It's got fresh carrots and cauliflower and broccoli and shit steamed and put in it.
I don't know. Steamed cauliflower might be alright, but should have came to me. I did it much better. I just did a turkey lasagna. Fire.
Shut the fuck up, dude. I don't ever see you cook anything. The only thing I've ever seen you do is spend another dude's money.
What? You're a fucking fibber. You don't come on these YouTube streets lying and shit. Yo, so check this out, Snow. We gonna have to do our rebrand show, man. Angry Folks, man. Let's do one tonight, bro. I'm gonna shut this one down, but let's do an Angry Folks show later on, man. And we'll chop it up about what we chop it up about, you know, because I kind of wanted to keep this on topic because I was so pissed off, especially the more I read. I was like, what the?
Not pissed off. That shit's crazy, dude. I can't believe. Me personally, I can't believe that a dude would. That guy's crazy. He's got mental issues. Seriously.
You'll throw your life away, bro.
Obviously, life.
Throw your life away. So a goofy bitch can possibly become president.
Right.
That locked you up. Like, that's my whole thing. She locked you up. She put you on death row. And you blaming the white man?
And we're used to getting the blame for everything, man. It doesn't bother us no more. We'll take it.
To be a man is everything's your fault. That's why I keep telling y'all. When you a man, everything's your fault. You just gotta own it. Like, fuck it, it's my fault. What you gonna do? Can't beat me up. Fuck it.
Right. It is what it is at this point.
It is what it is, man. Man, I'm gonna get up out of here, man.
Hey, as always, chat, I appreciate y'all sliding through. I really do. Man, shout out to Mr. O for being sponsor of the show. Man.
Shout out, bro.
Man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Comedy Report channel, man, because I think I'm gonna start doing news shorts over there. It's a lot of stuff I've been wanting to talk about, but I don't want to use this channel. So make sure y'all support the the Comedy Report channel. And as always, man, love your brothers as you love yourself. Feed the pack. Tribe up. Damn, I missed my drop. There you go.
Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Stay away from cities with dyke mayors. They spray the pipes major. Don't play with your life, player. Or shake the dice, player. But if you got a quota, then stay away from toddlers. These bitches are fight promoters. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Train your toddler. Please train your toddler. Whippings, timeouts, take her allowance. Cause I swear she will destroy your life if you allow it. Fucking, I'm tired of rapping. Yo, low, bring in the choir. Welcome to